Now, once you've determined that you have to report something, what do you have to report? Well, there's 5 things that you potentially have to report. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to report is the name of the asset, okay? The name of the stock, the mutual fund, etc. Okay, now the second thing you're going to have to report is an accepted investment fund. And I've got the definition up here. Now, a common mistake people make, and this is especially true if previously you were in the world where you were filing Form 450 and you were filing the private financial disclosures. In that world, you did not have to report diversified mutual funds at all. So the mistake people make when they get to 278 is they think the 278 and the Form 450 are exactly the same. They are not. The rules are completely different depending on the fund, whether you file Form 450 or 278. You do have to report mutual funds in 278. So most funds are going to meet this definition, okay? Most of the funds on the product you're going to see on the market are going to meet this definition. So now you might be asking, if I have to report it, why is it asking me if it's an exempted investment fund? And the answer here is, if it does not meet this definition of an exempted investment fund, not only do you have to report the fund, but you have to report every single withholding in that fund. So let's say you have an investment that does not meet this definition. You have to report the investment, and let's say the fund holds 100 stocks. You're going to have to report each one of those stocks. All 100 of those stocks are going to have to be reported on your 278. So having a fund that does not meet this definition is going to increase your reporting requirements. Now, in my practice, we use broadly diversified low-cost mutual fund ETFs that meet this definition. And it's going to, if you do that, it's going to streamline your reporting a little bit. Okay? So that brings us to now the balance. You got to report the value of the fund. Next is the income type. That would be like whether you received capital gains distributions or dividends. So you got to pick which kind of income you received. That information would be available on your statement. And then the last thing you have to report is the approximate amount of the income you received. Okay, so that's the 5 things that you have to report.